So I was actually on vacation. I was staying at a really nice Airbnb. It was big enough to house 6 families. But this particular morning, I was sitting on the front porch, enjoying the fresh air, doing my morning meditation, doing my morning prayer. So it's just an overall awesome experience at the time for me. So some lady walks up. She has fresh fruits and vegetables in her hand, but she had an overall just presence of fear and an overall presence of unrest. And as she got closer to the front door, she was side-eyeing me. She was sweating profusely. She was fumbling her keys, and I could literally feel the tension. So I give her a compliment on the vegetables. I'm like, hey, where did you get those fruits and vegetables from? They look so fresh. You know, I just started my vegan journey. I'm trying to better my life. I'm trying to better my health. And eating healthy is just one of the ways that I'm going to achieve that goal. And so she kind of pauses and she stares at me, and then she starts crying. And so I'm asking, you know, what's wrong? What's the matter? You know, can I help you with anything? And so she goes on to explain that, you know, she judged me as she was walking to the door. She saw me sitting on the front porch. She hadn't seen me there before. She thought I was gonna harm her. She thought I was gonna hurt her. And she just kind of really didn't know how to feel. So she was very fearful at the time. I explained to her, like, okay, you know, my major is psychology. I really wanna talk and understand where this fear is coming from. You know, where is it? Did it come from your childhood? Did it come from something later on in life? You know, I just want to understand where it's coming from, just from my own personal knowledge. So she goes on to say that she was actually raised in a neighborhood where the black and the white kids, where they got along, they played together, and she actually didn't have those issues, you know, of fear when she was a child. But it wasn't until recently, with all the turmoil in the media, with all the civil unrest, that she really started to develop that fear. She internalized the fear that was projected in the media and then externalized it, and now she's walking in fear pretty much on a daily basis. And she goes on to explain that at one point in time she had no fear of walking past the black man. But now every time she walked past the black man, she just has this fear and she don't know where it's coming from. And I go on to explain that a lot of the things we see on the media is fear-based. You know, it actually causes fear within us, and when we internalize it, then we start to project that onto others, and we start to live in a reality that's not true. If you notice, a lot of things that come on the media, a lot of the headlines are, you know, are murder or rape or, you know, human trafficking, you know, high death counts. Like, it's so much negativity. Like, it's good to know what's going on, but at the same time, we don't need to internalize it, because then it can become a part of our being. If there's anything you see on TV that is negative, especially coming from the media, don't internalize it. Know what's going on, but know how to let it go and not live in fear, but to live in love, but to live in peace, but to love and joy. And after that conversation, I feel like it was very freeing for her, because to actually have a conversation, you know, with the black man and to be able to get how she was feeling off of her chest, I feel like it was a huge help to her. So even though you have those fears and the turmoil from the media, it's good to get to a quiet place and just cleanse your mind. It's good to, you know, pray, meditate. If anything negative comes to you from throughout the day, just let it go. Just let it go and just soak in peace, because the power is in your hands. Just keep developing. It takes time, but over time, you'll see your level of peace increasing. You'll see your level of love increasing. You'll see your level of joy increasing. Just keep developing, keep pushing. And then once you keep pushing, don't forget to just celebrate and manage your success properly. And just kind of what I mean by that is, as you start to receive those blessings, and as you start to receive that peace and receive that love and all the positive energy that you've reciprocated, then you have to remember to count your blessings. It's not always monetary, but it could be family, it could be friends, It could be health. Just remember to count your blessings and express the gratitude, because an attitude of gratitude has the ability to change your life and change the world. And also don't forget kindness. You know, the seeds you sow into others, you will always be able to reap those seeds as well. You're not doing it for anything in return, but that's just the way the law of sowing and reaping happens. As you sow, you will reap. Remember to walk in love. You know, the negative that we see from the media, it's okay to see it, but don't internalize it. Don't live in that fear. Don't live in that world created. Instead, create your own world of peace and love and joy and walk in that. And then once we do that, then we'll realize that this world is a beautiful place. We have beautiful people all over the world, all races, all ethnicities. And just because the media is dividing us, just because the media is promoting hatred, that doesn't mean we have to walk in that.